23 na? Start.
Yes. Mr. Chairman, sir,
I
thank Honorable Mohan Singh ji that he has introduced a fine bill in the House at an appropriate time. It is a good idea that primary education should be compulsory and the government should ensure compulsory primary education for all and sundry. In my view, it will be of no help to leave it entirely on the government. Today, the level to which our education system has reached, in that scenario, it is not sufficient to go to school only. Neighborhood concept was just being discussed here, at which I will comment at a later stage. You make the primary education compulsory for children, but it must be mentioned that which type of education we want. We see 2-3 things in today's education system. Today we are over enthusiastic about literacy mission, and we wish that every man should learn to put his signatures. We feel pleasure in calling him a literate, but it is not going to benefit our country. You can give an impressive data. You may feel satisfied by saying that our 90% people are literate. But what is the purpose of education? Just to prepare data or to distribute certificate or degrees to boys which are unable to get them a job. Such education has no value. Such type of education is of no use. The purpose of education should be character building. Education should make our boys good citizens. We should prepare individuals in a manner that they could contribute in the making of a strong nation. All the problems that are coming up at present are because of the fact that we have not linked our education system with such ideology which serves interest of the nation. Unless we make our education a medium of character building, the education cannot be a medium of serving the interest of nation. Making education compulsory will not serve the purpose, rather it will be harmful. If we are able to decide that we will impart education based on a particular ideology, then it will be advantageous to make it compulsory. Just now there was a discussion on neighborhood concept. I am for it. This should be done, but how will it be possible? Today, the system that is prevalent in our schools and the manner in which education policy is being implemented lacks of systematic approach. Those affluent can afford to send their children to big schools, but unfortunately those schools are unable to prepare good citizens. I have no hesitation in saying this. Such big schools are unable to produce good citizens. They are just producing snobs who are not compatible to our culture. Perhaps they may be good for Western culture, but they are not get along with our culture. Earlier, the emphasis on education was laid on teaching basic courtesy, how a child should behave with his elders and with his neighbors, and he used to think about his country. Today, the aims of our education is just restricted to obtaining the certificate and earning money. Stop.